I would have told you no, I would never do heroin. I would never shoot. I would never do anything like that. And I did. And I did.
A new battlefront on the war against heroin and opiates. Ohio, of course, ground zero for the crisis. Now some of our cities are taking the fight to the drug makers in court. News 5's Derick Waller is in the tech center tonight for us. And Derick, plans are already underway in Lorain. They want to file a lawsuit about this.
Yeah, Lorain passed legislation tonight to hire an outside firm to sue a list of major pharmaceutical companies and drug distributors to cover costs battling a crisis experts say often starts with legal drugs in the doctor's office.
And I couldn't get pain pills, so I started buying them on the street. And then when I couldn't find them on the street, I escalated to heroin.
41-year-old mother of four, Susan Cannell, is 9 months clean today, but says a 10-year addiction to prescription painkillers nearly ruined her life.
I had a back injury. I was carrying my son's bike down the steps in my basement, and I fell.
A doctor prescribed her Vicodin, then Percocet, and she was hooked.
I mean, I remember a couple of times just going into the emergency room, literally faking back injuries just to get it, and they wouldn't even do an x-ray.
And now the state of Ohio, along with the cities of Dayton and Lorain, are filing separate lawsuits against the makers of those drugs and their distributors, claiming they downplayed the addictive qualities of some of the most well-known painkillers on the market, leading to an expensive public health emergency.
There is a connection there, and we want that to bear out in court.
Local government spending money on Narcan and treatment facilities, like the Women's Recovery Center in Cleveland, which now has a month-long waiting list.
Our client base now is 60% opioid addicted. That's up almost 4 times what it had been just 4 years ago.
And a Journal of the American Medical Association study found that 75% of people addicted to opiates started with legal prescriptions.
Somebody somewhere along the way is making a lot of money and don't even care that I'm addicted.
And some big names like Allergan and Johnson & Johnson are named in those suits, and they are fighting back. Some telling me tonight in separate statements the claims are unfounded and they plan to defend themselves vigorously. Danita?